little bit about tracking donor-advised funds or family foundations in Salesforce. This is for you Nonprofit Success Pack folks who may have donors giving money to your organization through different payment vehicles or traditionally nuanced ones. For reporting purposes and acknowledgement purposes, oftentimes individuals need to be recognized individually. That letter for acknowledgement needs to go out to their email, and we might want to track how much that individual has been responsible for bringing into our nonprofit organization. For tax reporting purposes, sometimes records of donations need to go out to the organizations that these individuals have donated through. And it may be really important for us to track these differences within Salesforce. Out of the box, Salesforce does not come with a feature to separate payment vehicles by donor advised fund or family foundation, but we can develop some customized functionality here to tackle those issues. On the page, you'll see a new account record type called a family foundation. This one's called the Bird Family Foundation, and there's a related list here called advised payments that shows me all of the payments that this family foundation has been responsible for advising. Today I'll walk through the steps to create this functionality, track those donor advised funds or those family foundations, and report out on them as well. Let's get started. Jumping to the individual affiliated with this family foundation, we see here someone named Big Bird. The bigger the bird, the bigger the donation. And that's clearly true for Mr. Bird over here, with more than 80,000 donated to this nonprofit organization. I can see here we are attributing all of the donations that this individual is responsible for to the individual themselves. Within a given opportunity, we have the option to edit payment information as well. Payments, as we know, are a related record, and on this payment record, we have the option to specify a payment method. Here I have Family Foundation, so I'm going to go ahead and click on Family Foundation. That's the vehicle that this individual is using to give money to our nonprofit. If I hit save, I'll be hit with a validation rule. We have to specify the organization that this individual is donating through. There's also a lookup filter on here to make sure that I can only select accounts that have a record type that is a family foundation. You can do the same for donor advised funds. There could be the Schwab donor advised fund, and that could be parented under Charles Schwab as the parent account. But I'm going to select Bird Family Foundation here and hit save. Jumping into the Bird Family Foundation, you'll see a second advised payment has come to our related list, and that helps me know at a glance for this family foundation how many payments have been advised or donated through or planned to be donated through this organization as well. From a reporting perspective, we can pull out a opportunities with payments and payment organization report. This will only be possible once the fields have been added to these objects, and we can show at a glance all of our family foundations and all of the donations that we expect to have been paid through these vehicles. I'm going to go ahead and hit refresh, and you guys should see that new payment come in right here. Now, if you want to filter by those that have been paid or those that have been unpaid, this may help inform your gift tracking strategy, as well as who you might need to follow up with to ensure payment comes into your organization in a timely manner, and who specifically to reach out to. If Big Bird is donating through the Family Foundation, that might be a different contact to reach out to as opposed to Mr. Big Bird himself. I mean, with $40,000 donated, we may not want to bother this individual if they've already told us, yes, it's coming through my family foundation. let's jump into how we're able to create this tracking functionality. First things first is head to the account object page in the setup menu. And you can create a new record type called Family Foundation. You can also create another one for Donor Advised Fund. Additionally, go ahead and create a page layout to correspond to this record type. This will allow you for customization later on down the line. There's always that new button up in the top right. If you guys want to click that, you can jump in and create those page layouts. I've already done so for the purposes of this video, but go ahead and pause and go for it. Quick tip, make sure if you are developing new functionality that you start out in a sandbox before moving this functionality through change sets and then testing it finally up into production. On the payment side, there's a couple things to add as well. For payments, make sure, by the way, that you are in the correct payment object. You may have two. There is one specifically installed with the Nonprofit Success package. That's the one I'm talking about here. In the Fields and Relationships section, we're first going to jump down to Payment Method. And we're going to add a new picklist value so that individuals can choose a different financial vehicle by which individuals are paying those donations. I've gone ahead and hit the new button and added an option for Family Foundation. The next thing I've done here is I've added a lookup field as well called Payment Organization. That is a lookup field to the account object. This will allow you to create that report that I previously showed. There is a lookup filter on here as well. The payment organization has to be of the account record type Family Foundation. If you have donor advised funds, you can of course add that in here as a filter as well. And you can see down here, there's also a validation rule. Let's jump in there next. And I will put the syntax of the validation rule officially in the description of the video as well, in case you guys want to take a look. But all we're saying here is that we want to fire this validation rule if the payment method is selected to be Family Foundation and if we haven't chosen a payment organization. With all of this in place, that report becomes available. Payments or opportunities with payments and payment organization, because we've added payment organization as a lookup relationship on the payment object. We now have another relationship to pull from when creating reports. I will show you briefly here the groupings and the columns if you are interested in recreating this type of report. The grouped rows are payment organization : account name. The columns here are opportunity name, payment amount paid, payment date, and I have a summary formula in here called sum of payment amount. On the Family Foundation record page, I've also added a related list so I can show advised payments as quickly as possible. Additionally, we have also added affiliated contacts here as well, so you can affiliate individuals with this foundation. Give that a shot. Hopefully that helps your organization. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns. Happy to jump on a touch base or a call and troubleshoot as well via the comments or any other way. Enjoy.